now, and they're going to start to adjust on the back of it. You see Config back in spawn, looking to move on over, but Cadian, he's done enough for the time being. Smoke over at Moto as well, going to give you this option across into CT, but that's exactly what Config's ready for.
Nice shot from Neo Frag, one more to find, but it's the dualies of Yabi just waiting behind the pillar. Do they want to keep pressing the issue? Now he knows one is close as well. He spotted that. Here it comes. Here's the salvo, but everything misses until the headshots come out and Yabi's recovered.
Yeah, just barely. Thank God for the 30 bullets in the dual Berettas. He does get them out of the way. It's going to leave it all on Dexter. Even though he might have a bit of a path through B, it's this man at the back of the site. Says lying in wait, and he just snipes him out of the round, out of the server. So there's the floor here because the waters are getting choppy as OG starts to close in on this A side of the map. Yabi down in pit. Does have a teammate alongside him. Maybe able to kind of play this trade game. They lose the first man in the site, and this is where you're hoping that Shush can pick up the pieces. One man out of the round, but he is dealt with. NEXA flushes him out of the pit, and with the other two far removed for this.
That crossfire is going to be super strong unless they can get a quick deagle kill. It almost came in. Tess is brought down to 36, but a third player, Cadian, has arrived. A little bit more utility streams out, and that is a beastly nade.
That's kind of crazy. Yeah, that's just a sea of red painted up onto the opponents. Cadian will die after the first, right? Tries to go back for that double dip like he did in top mid earlier. Only this time comes to pay the price.
You don't double dip to chip.
Here's the thing, man. Oh, you don't get further than Cadian, surely. Not with this double setup config. There's the flashes going in, hoping that this bare minimum slows it down, but Config was hoping to find some guys running across to the pool, full blinded. Instead, gonna get this push just a little bit later. Tess says good for the first, dropping down now. And Config lying in wait. They don't know about him. The gatekeeper at the back of B, and oh my God, Tess says is the one with the keys. He comes through, does all he can. It's a very, very tight spray battle through the smoke. Shush will just about get out of it alive. And there's the trade back.
This ain't done. Look at the HP.
This is a rough one. 1v3. Cadian out of it. There's the 1 HP player dealt with. Shush is low, so Javi might be feeling the pressure here as he comes up through Banana. Fiku will reposition. Dead silent as he does so. They've got no idea, and he's isolated every one of these fights perfectly. Fiku's on for it. Couple of bullets left, 2, and he makes them count. Lovely little tap from Fiku. And that's OG looking to springboard. They've got the info that no one's in top mid, and with so little time left, the moment that contact's made, it feels like the penny is going to drop for Heroic. You just need these players in B to stand their ground. You know, at bare minimum, you want them trading evenly here. Let's see if they can do it. Config once again up on this boost, opens up the round, and now they hear this volley of AKs coming out. It's a lot of damage, and NEXA will oblige them by finishing the job. But a man down, that's going to leave you staring down the barrel of his save. Something that's nice there, though, is that, like, Flames got the info that they are fully off mid, right? Like, last time we saw this default take place and they tried leaning over towards A, they didn't have that info and Heroic just retook it. So now they know these rotates are going to be a little later. This B play can be that much more explosive because there's only one more man inside of the site. Tess says, up close, only good for one. And so now B falls into the hands of OG. They've overran the site, and Heroic are left rotating in, scrambling some nades to try and deny that plant. They will put a stop to it. That's pretty juicy. Cadian moving in. Want to offer up the trade, and oh my God, Blinken, you've missed it. It's an 8-7 half Heroic. They are able to recover. Always scary to run into. There's that little jiggle from Config. He thinks he's seen all there is to see over here in mid, but there's so much more out there, Config. Oh, man. All right, now you've seen a second, but that's still feeling par for the course. Nothing's screaming that this is a stack, but there's the bomb tumbling away. Oh, from Heroic. Neo Frag is finally able to get that last bullet in. And so now, really, it's a bit of a cooked round for Heroic. Not really much could happen past that point. And for Yabi coming in at the end, they are going to give him a couple of 1v1s here, but now they can just tuck. They've got a flank coming in up through Banana. It's all under control as OG short wrap in through the apartments. Just kind of admit that you don't have the resources to clear this damn corner again, and Flames is sat in it. Instead, this time they decide to fix it by running at him and really deep checking the bait and switch. Tess says with that AK, one of the 2 hero guns has kick-started this round for Heroic, but next Dexter's ready to shut it all down in the pit. He's good for 2.5. Yabi now very injured, very wounded. The bomb's away from him over at Moto as well. And OG, they can play around the pickup instead. They swing him together. You can kind of hear what's going on. But he does have to deal with it. And that's an entirely different matter. There's the burst, but they start to pressure him now. He does well under the pressure. 2 in the round, that's more than enough to have, kept OG interested in this one. And the bomb is committing to the B side of the map. Thank goodness Shush wins that. But the bomb's still taken away. And Cadian, he was over towards the A side of the map. He was on a bit of a solo journey there. It leads. They're hoping that on the back of a boost up, they can find a way in. They can find that golden ticket, roll out the red carpet and move in, but it's not going to be easy. No fight's been given over. They've got to, oh, that's brutal. Oh, that's brutal. It spreads at the last minute, and Cadian, he thought he was safe, but he was anything but. In at the back of the site, Config and Yabi go on a tear. And so they do recover that one for Heroic. Cadian gets burnt out, but everyone else was able to stand the test of time. And so double digits locked in. Heroic. Flames has fallen back over towards Arch, once again kind of conceding this long angle, and that's problematic if this is what it's looking like, just the apps pop, right? Flash is going out and only 2 players in the site to defend it. NEXA doesn't seem to think that's a problem though, and neither does Dexter, as the 2 of them put on a show. That apps pop gets absolutely bodied. Rent's way past due, and Cadian, no way back into this. Surely he's flagged up through the banana, and OG, they pick up